Hello and welcome to this video. I want to speak with you about a couple of stocks. One of them is the Google stock. They had an antitrust case a couple of days ago. That means the value is dropped just by a little bit. If we go to the yearly view, they were at July 11th on an all-time high of around $192 and they dropped a little bit because of that case. And I think it is a good possibility to start to buy it if we just look at it, and I always wanted to look at it like that. In the past, if we look into 2 years periods, you see like they grow a lot over the time, and still they are the first search engine, and as well with YouTube inside of it, they have the second biggest search engine, and that is almost enough reason for me to buy the stocks. And I'm not a single stock investor, but for me it looks like very good. I want to try it and I want to do the mistake. If it's a mistake, it is not a recommendation at all, but I want to do that. And if I want something, I will do it anyways. I don't care about other opinions. So for that reason, this is just one stock. I want to show you a different one as well, which are really attractive at the moment. But for now, let's start with the Google stock. My portfolio went a little bit down again. I think they regulated a little bit in the market. But for right now, I'm at $6,241.53. That means I have as well a little bit cash inside my broker, and I have still my local currency. I have to convert it. For that reason, I go to trade, convert currency, choose the currency that I have at the moment and pick the currency that I want and type in the number that I want. And this time I don't go to the limit. I let a little bit of my local currency inside my broker. For that reason, I will transfer around 456 and submit it. I think that is enough. Don't show me the message again. So I have in my local currency around $3 left, and now I have around $558 as liquid money I want to trade. For that, we go to my watch list, because there I have a stock in my watch list which I really want, and that is the Google stock. So if we're just going back and see the max amount, I think Google will grow over the time. It is a prediction and something which is really risky, but I will put the money that I have right now inside of it into Google and look what will happen. But first, let me go back for a second to check my amount which I have. I have 558. Okay, I have 558. So I go back to my watch list and it's at the bottom. Open up Google, click on buy. And now I don't want to buy 100 shares. I want to buy in USD, and I want to buy 550 USD. I choose the market price from the day and I will preview, and it takes me in commission and fees around 34 cents to 36 cents, and I will invest a total amount of 550 and 35 cents, and I want to submit it because I want it really bad. Don't ask me why, but my feeling tells me they have Google Vision, they have Google Lens, they have even more things like Google Search Engine and YouTube. For that reason, yes, I'm sure I want to buy it. Your order is okay, I'm outside but this shouldn't be the case. My order is pending, but at 9:30 in Europe, the stock market is opened. Let's check that. I will click on done and go on trade. Orders and trade. It is at the moment pre-submitted, but let us check in a while if the order is going through or not and what the reason could be. Maybe they don't have the actual data for this moment, but I think in a couple of hours that will be gone. I will wait and give you an update. So guys, this happens to me all the time, and I usually know it but still forget it a lot of times. We have right now in local time around 3 p.m. and the US market is opening at 9:30. That means in the US it is at the moment around 9 a.m. So I have to wait 20 to 30 minutes when the market is opening. My 3 Google stocks, okay, if I want to be exact, my 3.3 Google stocks will be going through. I have just to wait. But until that, I told you in my previous video, I want to make a bigger investment into my account. For that, I have to transfer my money, and I will go to the header to transfer and pay and click on transfer and funds. Choose the account which I want to use to transfer my money on it. I click on deposit found. My bank is already pre-selected, and I click in the amount that I want to transfer, and in this case it is around 3,000 in my local currency. And after that, I have here a view where I can read everything, but I can just click on finish. And again, if I want to see see what I've done or how much money I have to pay or where I have to pay. This is the bank statement which I have to do. So for that I can go under transfer and pay again, and then transaction status and history, and there is everything written inside of it. So I can check afterward how much money I want to pay from my bank account into the interactive broker account. And the most important thing is there to write the intent use, so the bank will know where the money is going through, and as well interactive broker. And hopefully you understand why Google is such an important player for myself, because I also invest not just in stocks, I also invest in my YouTube career and to building my business aside. So for that reason, YouTube is one big player, and I want to invest into the company where I hopefully work for one day. And as well, they are spread all over the world, and they look all the time that the stakeholders feeling well. If it's not working that well and the numbers are not good, they lay off people. It's sad in one time, but on the other hand, just go with the flow. The stakeholder has the real power behind a company if they're on the stock market. So for that reason, they have Google Vision, Google Lens, they have their Google Cloud, and as well the biggest search engine, which is Google. If you want to Google anything, they used words for it. There are as well memes with it. And yes, they have the biggest search engine, which is Google, and the second one, which is YouTube. And as I mentioned, I think they will grow over the time. And if we just look at the overall performance for around every 2 years, you see how it's going insane. Here was the COVID time. Here was a little drop. It will go around 400 or even 500 per stock. So I've put all my money which I had in my broker into it, and let's see what's the future will bringing us. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.